Canada will strongly respond to Trump's new trade tariffs, says Prime Minister Trudeau. Trump plans a 25% tax on steel and aluminium imports from the 12th of March. Canada, the top supplier, calls the move unjustified and says it's the second trade dispute in weeks. The US imports millions of tons of Canadian metals yearly. Trudeau says Canada is the US's closest ally, while Industry Minister Champagne argues Canadian metals help North America stay competitive. Canada has appointed Kevin Brosseau as its new Fentanyl Czar to coordinate efforts against drug smuggling, fulfilling a promise to US President Donald Trump. Trump has threatened tariffs on Canadian imports unless stronger measures were taken. In response, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau negotiated a one-month pause on punctuative actions in exchange for concessions, including this appointment. Public Safety Minister David McCounty said Brosseau will work closely with US counterparts to combat the fentanyl trade, while the White House claims Canada is a conduit for fentanyl. Data shows only 0.2% of US fentanyl seizures come from the northern border. Google Maps has renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America for US users, following an executive order by President Donald Trump. The change was made after the US government's Geographic Names Information System updated the Gulf's name in line with Trump's directive to restore names that honor American greatness. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum criticized the move, arguing that the US has no legal right to rename the Gulf, as international law limits sovereign territory to 12 nautical miles from the coast. Despite the controversially, the change remains in effect for US users while Mexico continues to recognize the original name. Western Union has suspended money transfers to Cuba after the US reinstated sanctions on Cuban military-run businesses. The move, led by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, reverses Biden-era policies and affects families relying on remittances. The sanctions target Finicimex, the Havana-based financial company that processes transfers. Western Union stated it would comply with the updated restrictions. While many Cuban Americans depend on remittances, some argue the Cuban government profits from too much money sent by exiles.